Hi, this is HMTV Canada, Tina, and our special guest on the phone with me today are the girls from Scarlet. Girls, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hey everyone, it's Sylvia.
And this is Chris from Scarlet.
Hi Sylvia, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, Tina?
Great. Hi Chris, how are you doing?
Awesome.
Is Scarlet working on any new material currently in the line of CDs and videos?
Yes, we're always working on new material. We're in the process of writing new songs as well as filming a new video. We should have a new music video out in April sometime.
Who are current members in the band right now? The lineup of current members in Scarlet Sins.
Well, there's myself, Sylvia, Chris on the phone as well, the guitars. We got Tanya on bass and Ellie on drums.
Has anything changed within since you started the band? Like any lineup of members that's left and new members?
Yeah, a little, you could say. When I started the band 4 years ago, I had always intended to put together the ultimate lineup. So it took me about 4 years playing with other people until I actually found permanent members.
So yeah, I guess people come and go like water in today's society when it comes to bands.
Just finding the right members to make it the right fit. That's the hardest part about any band, I think, is just getting the right members.
That sounds more logical, if anything, today, because a lot of them go through people and trying to find the right people that's going to fit into the band and fit into the genre of the music and work together. That's the most important thing with any band, I think.
Yeah, it's just being on the same page. Everybody has to have the same goals and same dream. It's hard when somebody's trying to make this a career and somebody else just wants to do it for a hobby. So you just got to make sure everyone's on the same page. Which in our case, everyone is, which makes that much easier.
That's so true. That's very true in today's society. Any tours or festivals planned for 2008?
Well, we're booking our spring-summer tour in Ontario, Quebec right now, and hopefully, as long as those tours go well, we'll make it down to the States sometime in 2008. Pardon?
You're all based in Toronto right now?
Yes.
So have any lineup of upcoming shows in the Toronto area or Ontario?
For Ontario, we have 3 shows currently booked. We have April 18th, an all-ages show at the Native Friendship Centre in Midland, Ontario. On Saturday, April 26th, we're playing an all-ages licensed show at the Underground in Hamilton. And we just booked a show at, I'm not sure where it is exactly, but it's May 31st in Toronto at an after party for a movie premiere. So we're also booking an all-ages June School's Out for Summer kind of event in Toronto, so stay tuned for details.
Sounds great. Have you ever shared the stage with any popular bands?
Yeah, we actually shared the stage with Buck Cherry and Cypress Hill, Helix and April Wine, to Sex Slaves and Bob Noxious. Who else am I forgetting, Chris?
McQueen, Kitty.
Oh yeah, we played the Powerbox Fest out in Seattle, so it was all up from Doro and Kitty, McQueen, Benedictum. So yeah, that was a great time.
That's awesome. I noticed that your sound is tastefully different, packed with loud intensity. Who are your main influences in your music?
Well, we all have different influences, and that's what makes our music unique, because we all draw from them, and then that's how the Scarlet Sin sound is created. Like for myself, I grew up on the hard rock and metal bands of the 80s and 90s. My older sister was into the hair band, so I grew up on bands like Aerosmith and the Motley Crue and the Bon Jovis of the world, Metallica and AC/DC and Guns N' Roses and stuff. So that's what I grew up on. Now my favorite bands are like Deftones and The Perfect Circle and Tool and stuff and Alice in Chains. Chris has different influences.
Yeah, I definitely like some of the 80s metal, like Metallica first and foremost, my favorite band ever. But I also grew up on classical, like Mozart, Beethoven, that kind of stuff. And then the grunge era, I really loved Alice in Chains and Stone Temple Pilots. And today, I also listen to newer metal bands like Lamb of God and Trivium and Tool, Perfect Circle still, and Deftones, like Sylvia said.
That sounds good. Well, I have all kinds of favorites. My list is endless.
Yeah, exactly.
And when it comes to really great music. And your lyrics are filled with compelling, intense, melodic emotion. Who writes your songs? Because it's very intense, the lyrics. It's very emotional.
I mean, we all try to write them together. Usually Chris comes up with all the guitar parts and stuff, and then we just kind of work them out and figure out what the chorus, bridge, all that stuff is. And then, lyrics, I usually write them, and then if anybody has ideas, they input their ideas in it and stuff. But it's pretty much a joint venture where we try to write the songs together.
Oh, okay. So is your lyrics based on personal experiences that the girls have gone through?
Yeah, for me, I mean, that's where, all my lyrics are drawn from, like, living life and, going through heartache and loss and pain. And, it's a lot easier for me to write when I'm in a darker place because they just kind of flow. It's almost like a therapeutic for myself. Yeah, I just draw from personal experience. That's where my lyrics come from.
And the other girls draw from it as well when they contribute to writing?
Well, yeah, definitely. With the music side of it, I definitely draw from the same types of experiences that Sylvia writes about. So, because, when you're happy, you don't, feel the need to lock yourself in a room and write lyrics or play guitar, like I like to do when I'm depressed. So, that's usually where the songs come from, the same places.
Do you ever write any themes about issues, world issues today, political views, those type of themes?
But I don't like to write about political. I try to write about where people can, like, for instance, Own Truth is basically trying to find yourself and finding truth in what you want to believe in, and not letting society dictate to you how you should live or what you should live by. So in that sense, it's more about finding yourself and trying to have hope for people and more of a positive note. But I'm not really into the whole political thing. I think music is about entertainment. I want to kind of stay away from the whole politics stuff.
And not be preachy, right?
Yeah.
What is Scarlet Sin's technique for putting the melody to your lyrical content? Some bands use guitars. Some are together using either a piano or guitar to put the melody to the lyrical content. Do you use an instrument?
I'll play the guitar parts, and Sylvia can just usually improvise right over it immediately with her voice.
Yeah, I've always done that. I don't use, Chris just comes up with a guitar part, and I just get inspired, and all of a sudden I just get ideas.
That's how I know it's a good song, if Sylvia can sing to it right away.
Yeah, it just comes right to me, and then I'll just go back. I'll get a melody idea over it, and I'll just keep singing over and over it, and it just kind of builds from there, and I'll just go back and start writing lyrics. So sometimes it just come on the fly, and then I'll just go back and rework them and make them better and stuff. But yeah, it's Chris and I got a joint venture.
Okay. Have you certain principles or used certain styles when composing your music together as the band?
I've never used that technique with all the other girls, but there have been times where I'll consciously listen to certain types of music right before I sit down and write. Mm-hmm. So I have done that. Mostly I'll listen to classical music, though, just to get inspired, because there's so many melodic ideas in just one song, as compared to pop music today. So that's what I try to listen to get inspired. But I don't think as the group we've ever done that, Self?
No.
Are you going to be doing that in the future?
I don't know. I think the way that we write now kind of works.
What's your criteria for a well-mixed or engineered song? Your standards?
To me, it's catchiness. If I hear a song and I can actually remember the melody or anything, to me that's a hit song. It's hard when sometimes it's like you have to listen to a song over and over and over again. It doesn't stick in your mind. Just catchiness of a melody or something.
Or have one song that's always in your mind when you hear it the first time. Would that be the same effect? If you hear something on radio and it sticks in your mind and you hear it over and over again in your head?
Well, sometimes, with radio, they just play it 50 times, so you don't have a choice. It sticks in your head. But it's nice when you hear a song and all of a sudden you're like, wow. You just get the goosebumps in the back of your neck, just that's a good song.
That's happened to me several times when I've been listening to music. And are there any challenges in recording and producing your latest CD?
Money?
That's a big one. Having up with the money to pay for it is a big one, definitely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we self-financed it, so we weren't planning to. We kind of hoped
that way.
Yeah, we kind of hoped for government funding to come through or private investors, but in the end, we just ended up emptying all of our pockets.
Ouch! That hurts.
But no, actually, it was well worth it. To hear the final product, I'm very proud of it, and I'm glad we did that.
How are the sales doing for your current CD?
Doing good.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing well so far. Because we've released it ourselves. So far, it's just released through CD Baby and Maple Music. So it's kind of it makes it hard for people that don't shop online or don't have credit cards for the younger kids. So they can't go to a store and pick it up. That's the most difficult part right now. So hopefully we can change that in the very near future. But yeah, no, the sales are pretty steady. We're selling CDs. Every day we're selling at least a one or two. So it's kind of nice.
Well, that's good.
Adds up.
Yeah, for sure. The retail market right now is bummed out in a lot of areas.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's so true. No one's buying.
You know what? Believe it or not, people are buying. People are buying music.
Oh, yeah?
The thing is, everyone's selling it independently, so that's why record companies are complaining that they're not making money. But yeah, no, music sales are still going. Selling tons of downloads now. Same with CD Baby. I just got an email from them. I think they made over $600,000 in MP3 downloads in the first couple months of the year. So no, people are still buying music.
That's awesome.
Different ways of buying it.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I work in retail, so I know that the sales are not really good right now in our area because it's just after Christmas.
Well, yeah,
right.
People don't have the income to spend. Yeah, dispensable income gets a little bit difficult after Christmas, but it picks up usually in the springtime.
Yeah, that's true. If Scarlet Sins were offered a record deal, what do you look for in a record label?
Basically, we just want people to work with us and help us get to the next level, that see the same vision that we see,
And at the end of the day, it's really about how much passion they have for it. Does it match ours?
Yeah.
Do you think a record label and a distribution deal are important when seeking a record label?
Definitely, unless you're loaded and can do everything yourself. Important.
Okay, how about airplay on local radio or internet radio? Where can the fans request your music?
Oh, we need to put that list together. Because right now we're getting college airplay at several university and college radio campuses. As for commercial radio, yet we haven't broken there. But we're hopeful. We need to, these days you really got to pay for a radio tracker to help you out with that stuff.
I'm sorry?
Q107, are they currently spinning your music?
No. Q107, no.
I thought I was reading something in your bio where...
Edge, I'm not sure they were supposed to... The Edge features of those Indians, I'm not sure if they have, but...
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got to get our fans to maybe even bombard the Edge or 97.7 Hits FM, and maybe if they get enough requests, they'll start playing it. I know that they have our CDs, but it's just getting a radio tracker to work it.
We've been sending our music out to tons of internet podcast radio stations. So we have, I couldn't even begin to name all of them, but I know we probably have sent MP3s to at least 50 different ones. So I know we're getting web play, if you want to call it something. So it's only a matter of time before it reaches commercial radio.
Because the idea is, if you can get the fans to request your songs on internet radio or local radio, that's going to help big time.
Yeah.
Help sales. I would figure it would help the sales too.
Yeah.
Getting the word
Bruce
out there.
Dickinson just played our song on his radio station.
Cool.
I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the band ever produced any remixes, covers, or compilation soundtracks for the movie industry?
No, but we actually did reproduce a cover on our self-titled CD that's out now. We did "Strange Love."
Oh, cool. Are you interested in doing compilation tracks for the movie industry? Is that one
Sure.
area?
If it gets us exposure and helps, sure, whatever it takes.
What's your opinion of the music industry today, and what would you like to see changed?
I'd like to see more risks being taken and less trends being followed.
Yeah, I totally agree with Chris. I think record labels are afraid if they see something that's different, or they're afraid to touch it because they don't know what to do with it. If somebody's got a unique voice, or if somebody's got something new happening, it's like almost, I don't know, they're afraid to touch it. So yeah, they need to take more risks, I think, for sure.
Yeah. we need less copycat bands.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you gain more fans through touring?
Definitely.
Yes. I agree.
Do you have a promoter helping you right now, getting you airplay, getting you the gigs and the tours?
We self-book ourselves, just like we're self-managed. We do work with some individual promoters in certain markets, but overall we kind of take care of all that in the promotion ourselves, doing our own graphics, trying to set up our street team, and doing our own marketing for the show.
We did hire a publicist, who she's been great in helping us get media exposure and stuff like that. So, yeah, hopefully we can get a booking agent on board soon. It'll definitely make it a lot easier for us.
It sounds like you're really involved, and it's a lot of work.
Oh, it is.
It's a lot of work. It's like another full-time job on its own.
Yeah, definitely.
Are the girls currently working day jobs aside from playing in the band?
I don't know about working, but we show up.
Yeah. Definitely.
Sounds good. Before we wrap up our interview, can you plug in your web addresses, main one on MySpace, if you have one?
Sure. You can find us on www.myspace.com/ScarletSins. Our website is scarletsinsonline.com, and we're also on Facebook as well. We have a Facebook group as well. And anybody that's interested in buying our CD, feel free to pick one up at cdbaby.com or maplemusic.com.
And how is Facebook working out for Scarlet
Facebook?
Sin? Yeah. What do you think of it, that site?
It's annoying. For me, I hate Facebook. It's just like, everybody sending you drinks or poking you or something. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I just think it's great for exposure and, again, networking and expanding Scarlet Sins. People are more aware of it. That's the best thing about it.
Yeah.
For networking.
I'm the only one in the band who's not on Facebook.
Oh, really?
I do share Sylvia's. If anyone wants to send me messages, just post Sylvia.
We currently have all of our street teamers for HMTV Canada on Facebook, and we're trying to get them on the MySpace, but they don't want it. They want to stay on Facebook.
Yeah.
We got to get them signed up at HMTV, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer MySpace, too.
I like MySpace a lot better, just for advertising. I find it works.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally agree.
It's a good tool.
Well, definitely MySpace and Facebook have helped us so much, so we're definitely going to continue using those.
Especially this week, we are the featured artist
on MySpace. We got 2,000 plays yesterday.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Any last words?
To all our fans, if you join our message board or forum on our website, you can have access to exclusive videos and lyrics and pics and stuff like that. So, and chat with us personally. So you can sign up at scarletsinsonline.com.
Any freebie downloads?
Yes.
What are the downloads currently?
Downloads of videos.
Oh, cool.
Not songs, but videos.
Okay.
But you can listen to full-length songs on a message board. I keep calling it message board. It's a forum.
Okay. Thank you, Scarlet Sins, for taking the time with Hollywood Music TV Canada. Ezine, you rock.
Tina. Thanks, Tina. You rock, too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.